To a rat. To a rat. Are you kidding me? I heard someone say this and I thought, no, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. I mean, seriously? Oh my God, I was just falling asleep. It's after 9 o'clock. I'm just really sleepy. It's the 20th of February, 9:51 a.m. Well, it's 9:18 p.m. in my world. And so apparently all the papers have come out for Meghan today, a day or two after her very successful trip to Whistler and Vancouver, Canada, with her husband to promote the Invictus Games, which will be 1 year from now. So now apparently Meghan Markle, and by the way, her name is no longer Meghan Markle. Her name is Meghan Sussex. When will she make an official announcement about that, where she actually gets the name change? Because I hate this name Markle. Actually, I hate it for her. Honestly, for her. For other people, it's interesting. It's nice. On Meghan, I don't like. I think Meghan Sussex. She needs to officially go to court, get an attorney, do the name change, and that's her name is Meghan Sussex. Her name is Meghan Sussex, right? And I hope that the children have had an official name change. The entire family, and she, it will be beautiful and perfect. The entire family does it together, right? Now, Meghan Sussex left Kate Middleton with few people to confide in when she quit the royal family. I mean, at what point am I excused if I use the F word on YouTube? Have we reached that point? Have we reached this point? Because it's like curling my toes. This curled my toes. Like, I mean, I'm wearing my big, fluffy winter boots in the house to keep my feet warm, and I just curled my toes with this statement from the New York Post. I mean, the other day, the Guardian was funny, but this isn't funny. This is actually not funny. Like, this is not funny. This is like, I mean, how would I describe this? What does this evoke in my bloodstream? First of all, I'm not going to let them give me a conniption because Meghan is not letting them give her a conniption. So why should I let them give me a conniption, right? I'm not letting them give me a conniption. But at the same time, this could bring on a conniption. It could bring on a conniption. Um, the Princess of Wales, 42, had seemingly formed a close bond with the Duchess of Sussex back when she struck up a romance with Prince Harry. What's more, the suit's alum reportedly even sought advice on royal life from Middleton during the early days of their acquaintance. But after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex sensationally quit royal life and hightailed it across the pond, their relations with senior members of the family soon became non existent. Being in the royal family is a lonely place, and Kate's got very few people now, especially after the Queen's death, who she can go to. But she has Camilla. What are you talking about? She has the current sitting Queen. I mean, what more do you need? The Queen herself is at your disposal. Plus, you have the two of them for those two Piers Morgan huggers, the sisters over there with their father, Andrew. I forgot their names right now. Beatrice and her sister. We can call them the Piers, the huggers of Piers. When they hugged Piers Morgan and they were photographed hugging Piers Morgan, it was like my Twitter account. It was like my Twitter account. It was a forerunner to my Twitter account. I was over it, not it, but ret with an R. You know what I'm saying? I was over it. That's how my grandmother would talk. Keep out a ret. Keep out a ret. Now, when I saw those two girls hugging Piers Morgan that time, it was over. It was just spectacularly just over in my brain. Like boom, plop, done. Right? Now that's sad. This is the New York Post. I'm not going to let these people give me a conniption. I'm not letting these people give me a conniption. The fact that things didn't work out with Meghan was a real blow because Prince Harry's bride would have been another person stuck in the same situation. What's going on with these people? Think back to when Diana and Fergie were always giggling and would help each other. That Austin. Kate hasn't got that. It's all Meghan's fault. I'm sure that the two ladies will be in close contact. There's a definite channel of communication between the Queen and the Queen in waiting, Lacombe added. The Queen and the Queen in waiting? Meghan's not the Queen in waiting. It's Kate and what's her face and Camilla they should be talking about here. Elsewhere, royal expert Jenny Bond echoed Lacombe's sentiment, saying that the Princess of Wales does not have many confidants with the royal. But just yesterday, there was some kind of article that said 4 of her friends are rallying behind next to her bedside. But sometimes your oldest friends who've been with you through thick and thin are just a ticket. Kate has maintained deep friendships with several of her schoolmates who obviously knew her way before royalty came her way. Right, they rightfully should be there. Meghan just came on the scene 1 year and it was over and she went back home to where she came from. So what does Meghan have to do with it? Plus, Kate has a sister. Kate has a sister named Pippa Middleton. Pippa Middleton was the maid of honor at Kate's wedding with the dress and her backside, posterior, derriere, whatever you want to call it, was the talk of the town for at least 3 years. I mean, even I was intrigued, like, wow, perfect butt, right? But then, every day more, I didn't know what happened. But I digress. Because this is not about Pippa. This is not about Pippa, and I'm not trying to drag Pippa into it. But the notion that you've met Meghan for 1 year and you couldn't even be a girl with her, and oh, you talked about my hormones. I mean, what in the name is that? What was that? That's not somebody who wants to be friends with somebody. You talked about, of course, you talk about hormones. What else are you going to talk about? You're going to talk about all those hormones, and there are a lot of hormones which don't ever stop, by the way. Let me just tell you, okay? Because I mean, whoa, I'm having my own issues. But let me just tell you, when you can't talk about your hormones with a girl, she hates you. She doesn't want to be your friend. What are you talking about? That's all we talk about is hormones. There's nothing else to talk about. What else are you going to talk about, right? I'm wondering if you talk about hormones even if you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Because let me tell you something. God is a man. God is a man, but I digress. So, I'm very serious. I'm very serious. God is male. Okay? Male. And by the way, anyway, that's another video. So, the Post has reached out to Kensington Palace for comment. Whew. What do I want to say about this? Well, first I want to say I'm very sleepy, so my judgment is a little off. So anything I say should not be held against me, okay? In a court. I don't want to say anything that's gonna, get me into trouble. So I want to just be very, you know, careful about, not being too blunt right now because I'm so tired. But, this is this is I don't, this isn't cute. You know how the Guardian's report or article was cute? They were just cute. Like whoever wrote that didn't mean to be cute, but they were just cute. This is not cute. This is not cute, right? This is just malicious, honestly. I mean, for you to sit there, whoever you are, and intimate that somehow Meghan is the bad person for quote unquote leaving Catherine all alone to deal with everything. And now poor Catherine has abdominal issues as a consequence. I mean, that's the subtext of this. You should really what can I say to these types of people? I mean, as I speak, my face is contorting, so I'm getting wrinkles, which I don't want. You know what I mean? It's like these people drive you to wrinkles, and I don't have money for Botox. I don't. So I have to like be very careful with my face. And when I talk about this subject matter, I find that I mean, I get the pleats and they just they just they drive you to a contortion of your face with their crap. Honestly, I'm like a 60-year-old in my rocking chair just with nothing else to do, right? But I mean, for the love of God, for the love of God, right? For the love of God, for you to sit there, who the heck is the author of this? Who is it? It's just outrageous. Nika, what is that? Shak Nazarova. Ras Clat. There. Hopefully, most of you don't even know what that means. Hopefully, you don't even know what that means. Don't even Google it. Don't Google it, please. That was bad. That was bad.